Welcome to Wisdom of the Bible channel. Have you ever pondered how Noah's family endured 370 days aboard a vast wooden ark, surrounded by animals, isolated from the world? The familiar tale of Noah's Ark, animals entering two by two, rain pouring for 40 days, captures our imagination, but the Bible unveils a profound, challenging saga of survival. Let's journey through Genesis, verse by verse, from the ark's construction to the covenant marked by God's rainbow. As we follow Noah's path, we'll uncover lessons for our lives today. Stay until the end, for the ark is more than a tale of survival. It's a portrait of salvation through Jesus Christ. The story begins before the first rain fell. Noah's world was steeped in corruption, riddled with violence and defiance against God. Genesis 6:11 declares, "The earth also was corrupt before God, and the earth was filled with violence." This wasn't a society with mere flaws. It was utterly depraved, demanding divine judgment. Genesis 6:13 states, "And God said unto Noah, The end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them, and behold, I will destroy them with the earth." Amid this darkness, Noah shone as a beacon. Genesis 6:9 says, "Noah was a just man and perfect in his generations, and Noah walked with God." While others pursued selfish desires, Noah chose righteousness. Then came God's monumental command in Genesis 6:14, "Make thee an ark of gopher wood." Picture the task. Build a colossal vessel, 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, 45 feet high, akin to a modern battleship, on dry land, far from any sea. Neighbors likely mocked him, but Noah obeyed. Hebrews 11:7 notes, "By faith, Noah, being warned of God of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house." Before we continue, please subscribe to Wisdom of the Bible to support us. It helps us spread the word and create more videos for you. Noah's faith was his cornerstone. He trusted God's word despite no evidence of a flood. Genesis 2:5-6 suggests rain was uncommon, only a mist watered the earth. Yet Noah's obedience saved his family, showing one person's faith can shelter many. Survival began not with supplies, but with trust in God, even when the world scoffed. The ark was ready, a sanctuary amid a doomed world. Genesis 7:1 says, "And the Lord said unto Noah, Come thou and all thy house into the ark, for thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation." God's invitation, "Come," implied his presence was already there. Noah, his wife, 3 sons, Shem, Ham, Japheth, and their wives entered. 8 souls, saved from a perishing world, as 1 Peter 3:20 confirms, wherein few, that is, 8 souls, were saved by water. For 7 days they waited in the ark's dim interior, possibly hearing jeers outside. Then, catastrophe struck. Genesis 7:11-12 recounts, "In the 600th year of Noah's life were all the fountains of the great deep broken up, and the windows of heaven were opened. And the rain was upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights. Waters surged from below and above, dismantling creation itself." Genesis 7:16 states, "And the Lord shut him in." God sealed the ark, a divine act of protection. No force could breach it, echoing Revelation 3:7, "What he openeth, no man shutteth, and shutteth, no man openeth." The world drowned. Genesis 7:19-20 describes, "And the waters prevailed exceedingly upon the earth, and all the high hills that were under the whole heaven were covered." Mountains vanished, civilization crumbled. Genesis 7:21-23 confirms, "And all flesh died that moved upon the earth, and Noah only remained alive, and they that were with him in the ark." The same waters that judged the wicked lifted the ark, a refuge upheld by God. As Psalm 46:1-2 assures, "God is our refuge and strength. Therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed." How did Noah's family endure 370 days inside? Genesis 6:21 instructed, "And take thou unto thee of all food that is eaten, and thou shalt gather it to thee. Noah meticulously stored provisions for thousands of animals. Lions, birds, cattle, each with specific needs. Daily tasks included feeding, watering, and cleaning, amidst relentless noise and smells. Genesis 6:16 mentions one window, a cubit high, providing scant light and air. Survival was grueling, sustained by God's provision, as Deuteronomy 8:3 reminds. Man doth not live by bread only, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of the Lord. Please subscribe to Wisdom of the Bible and support us. It helps us create more quality content for our viewers. The rain ceased after 40 days, but waters lingered for 150 days, per Genesis 7:24. No land appeared, only waves. Then Genesis 8:4 notes, and the ark rested in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, upon the mountains of Ararat. Yet Noah waited, sending a raven, then a dove. The dove returned with an olive leaf, Genesis 8:11, signaling life's renewal. Still Noah waited for God's command, as Genesis 8:15-16 states, and God spake unto Noah, saying, Go forth of the ark. After 370 days, Noah's family stepped into a cleansed, silent world. Their first act? Worship. Genesis 8:20 says, And Noah builded an altar unto the Lord, and offered burnt offerings. God responded, promising never again to flood the earth, sealing it with a rainbow, Genesis 9:13. This covenant sign declares God's mercy endures. Noah's story offers timeless truths. First, obedience saves, as Noah's adherence to God's command spared his family, Genesis 6:22. Second, faith prepares, acting before danger arrives, Proverbs 22:3. Third, patience sustains, trusting God's timing, Isaiah 40:31. Fourth, gratitude precedes rebuilding, prioritizing worship, 1 Thessalonians 5:18. Finally, the ark foreshadows Christ, our refuge from judgment, John 10:9. The floods we face, fear, temptation, sin, have an ark, Jesus Christ. 2 Corinthians 6:2 urges, Behold, now is the day of salvation. Enter him before the door closes. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Wisdom of the Bible, so we can keep making great content.